I'm Perumal Nagapushnam. I'm making this video to explain why the lockdown in Malaysia will fail and why we will fail to flatten the curve. Today, I saw a video of another couple that committed suicide. Last week, another large architectural firm, somewhat a big company, not able to pay the staff for 3 months and almost all the key staffs left office. Now, these are the effects of the failure of the government to abate the COVID. It's becoming more apparent. Let's ask the question why the COVID infections per day spiked to 9,000 per day in Malaysia. Is this due to a vaccination program? Is it due to lack of SOPs? Or is it a worldwide pandemic? Or rather, is because of a wave of law-breaking citizens? See this video here of the video of traffic in LDP Puchong. 250 vehicles per day, per minute, 200,000 vehicles per day. Are these essential services? I have a graph here. I've correlated the major event number of elections in a graph. Let's see this graph here. On the vertical is the number of infections, and on the horizon is the timeline since the pandemic broke out. I've also indicated over here the major events that took place since the time of the breakout. Let's say the Sabah state election, the New Year holidays, the Nagapushnam holidays, and the Ramadan total lockdown, and the MCOs. Let's start with the Sabah state election. Pre-Sabah state election time, we've celebrated 6 cases per day. And we had received much accolade from all abroad of how we have flattened successfully the curve, and we had a success story to tell. This success story was short-lived. From about 6 infections per day, and after the elections, we had spiked to about 2,000 cases per day. And then we came to New Year festivities at this time. We spiked from 2,000 to 3,000 cases. Then we saw the Nagapushnam holidays, which spiked to another 1,500, 4,500 cases per day. And then the Chinese New Year, we saw a reversal, but there was a reversal not because we were not traveling interstate travelers, but because of strict restriction of the MCO by the states, by interstate travels, and also the vaccination have started of the vaccination program. We start on the eve of the Ramadan holidays, actually achieved about 1,100 cases per day. And after the Bazaar, cases per day to 9,000 cases per day. Then we had the lockdown. And since the lockdown, we have dropped from 9,000 cases right down to about 4,000. The success story about the lockdown is that we have actually managed to control the spike. But the bad news is that we may be wavering around the 4,000 to 5,000 cases a day, partly because of the failure of the government. Reasons why the total lockdown will fail. There are a few reasons. Reason number 1, in LDP Puchong video, which I showed you just now, there were 250 vehicles per day, per minute, and 200,000 vehicles per day. Are these essential services? Where are the officers to impose the travel restrictions, and where are the roadblocks? The bad news is travel is as usual. Isn't this one of the reasons why we have failed? Reason number 2 is that from the graph before, that we were massive interstate travel, and interstate travelers were not restricted, especially during the festivities. Reason number 3, the hawkers continue to operate. Did not we learn from the Ramadan Bazaar that there was a super spreader, and why we should not allow hawkers? Hawkers should not they be compensated and made them stay at home? Restricting the hawkers this time is essential. For these reasons, the lockdown will be a feat, and we will not see a dramatic improvement in the breakdown in beating the curve. But what are the solutions? What can we learn from the graph? We should stop our proclivity from interstate and within the state travel. Mass gatherings of any sort, such as the election, should be avoided. Stop all bazaars, hawkers from operating, and hawkers everywhere should be compensated and made to stay at home. MCO 1 was effective, and we should pattern all MCOs after the MCO 1. Vaccinations are effective, and is proved to have the herd immunity as promised. Stop the law-breaking travelers. If the government continues to impose failed policies, fail to impose the policies, or continue to stop the abatement of interstate travel, we are in a cradle of alliance with the government to beat the pandemic. We are in together. The pandemic, if not controlled, we'll have a failed and a bankrupt mission. Are we simply going to have lots of MCOs hoping that we will abate the pandemic? Hope alone is not enough. We need to do what is right. Now, this is what's wrong and out there. Signing off, Perumal Nagapushnam.